What's going on, YouTube? Mm, this is another video. I'm probably gonna make a couple more tonight. Like I said, I'm coming with the content. There's a bunch of stuff to talk about that's going on in the world. You know what I mean? If I could build an audience through talking, why not? If you want to hear me talk, hey. If you don't watch. But, I'm just giving my opinion out there, feeding it to the world. So, this video will be my part two to talk about the Will Smith, Chris Rock, and Jada Pinkett situation. Now, originally, I had told y'all, hey, you know, well, first off, scratch it. Let me tell y'all this. There's a lot of rumors that's surfacing, you know, that's coming to the forefront. And so, my stance was, hey, Chris Rock didn't deserve to get smacked, you know, considering that the Oscars was an all black thing. Blase Black Will should have controlled himself. He should have conducted himself way better than that. He's a professional. He knows better. You know. I also feel like, hey, hella people are making fun of Will Smith on the internet right now, talking about his wife, got his wife's name in their mouth. What is he gonna do? Fly everywhere and goddamn try to attack people? And at the end of the day, the joke was never about his wife having a disease. People make jokes about people catching AIDS, catching this, catching that all the time. That's a joke about a disease. He joked about how she looked, and what a lot of people don't realize is that's like the bottom of the barrel baseline of what people joke about. If you watch the 49 South or 39 South or whatever show or whatever with DC Young Fly and Carlos and the other guy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the name is. The I'm not sure exactly what the name is and who was all on it. But I mean, all they do is freestyle and talk about how people look and what they got going on in the crowd. That's the most bottom of the barrel, the most easiest, the most simplest thing when it comes to comedy is joke about how somebody looks. It had nothing to do about a disease. Yeah, the disease might be the reason why she looks the way she does or has the appearance she does. But at the end of the day, the joke was not about her having a disease. It was about how she looked. You know, when I sit here and think about all the stuff that's coming out, like Jada saying that she never really wanted to be married, you know, she wished that he didn't have done that to Chris Rock, but she's not mad. It's just kind of like a manipulation game for the red talk, whatever the red table or whatever her show's called. It's just she's constantly wanting to downplay this man. She's constantly wanting to manipulate this man. She's constantly wanting this man to feel so small when he's a big star. And it's like, these are the type of women that you got to run from. When I sit here and look at it and listen at the stuff that she's came out and said about it, Will hasn't been too vocal about it. Chris Rock might have not even been too vocal about it, really. You know, it's just, it's another situation where, you know, he tried to defend you. Yeah, he was wrong. He's reaping all the consequences for this, for his actions, but they were based behind you. And for everybody else to come to his defense, and you're the last person to come to his defense. You're the last person. You talking about how you didn't want her to do it. You're talking about how you didn't want to be married. It's just so much stuff. Now the news can be fake, but we're just going off of what we're seeing and what's said. If this stuff is true, I mean, I feel bad for Will. I mean, I honestly feel like a lot of the situations and stuff that he's going through, he doesn't want to deal with. He doesn't have control of his household. He doesn't have control of his marriage, and he's a 300 and he's a six-figure millionaire. I mean, he's not a six-figure millionaire, but he has over $100 million. He's worth like what 350 million. He has his own production company, so when it comes to his movies, 9 times out of 10, he's at least the production part is at least 50% his every time, if not 100%. Because I'm sure he probably collabs with other people to make certain stuff happen, but either way, he's at the top. He's the breadwinner of the family, you know what I mean? And he doesn't do nothing but try to really respect Jada. You know, I just sit here and I just feel bad for him. You know, he doesn't deserve it. And then, Will Smith, he's not a comedian, but I mean, he's been comedic shows, like Fresh Prince, other shows and movies that he's done that's been funny, that's been a part of them. I mean, I'm not sure, all of them. But it's just like, what are other comedians supposed to think? Like, yo, when I crack a joke, I need to be prepared to be assaulted. Like, even just people on the street, like, oh, if I say something, you know what I mean, and crack a joke, I need to be prepared to be attacked. Like, that's ridiculous. And comedians have a hard job, and their job is ultimately to entertain others. And for you to be physically harmed behind it is just ridiculous. And then some people are coming out saying Chris Rock had autism or something like that. I'm not sure if it's true. This is just all the media. But if that's true, for him to be attacked by Will the way he was, that wasn't right. And at the end of the day, they're saying Will was banned from the Oscars for 10 years. This situation could have got bad. No security popped up when he got up and walked up there and did what he did. When he was asked to leave, Will refused to leave. I mean, it was just like Chris Rock was a host and they didn't give a damn about Chris Rock at all, which was dead wrong. And at the end of the day, there's some people that's saying, hey, there's tough guys out there that's like, hey, we're not defending nobody that's getting slapped and not doing nothing about it. But who's really reaping the repercussions from it? Chris Rock's ticket sales went up for his tour that he was doing. He has content to where he can really make money off of Jada and Will's name for a long time just because this was such a viral and crazy moment. Will's the one that's been banned from the Oscars for 10 years, so it doesn't even. So if you have a bunch of great movies, you know, there's other platforms and people that give out rewards where you'll be recognized for it, but the Oscars won't be one of them. So you're getting banned for 10 years, and then your wife still doesn't respect you or agree with what of how you tried to protect her. But she steadily goes on these talk shows, these bullshit ass podcasts, whatever they are, and disrespect you. Now to finish this statement and to finish this video, all I'm gonna say is this, fellas, you gotta remember this: when you play clown games, you get clown prizes. Out of all people, when it comes to tears and outcomes of your life, you would think that Will would know better. You would think he would know better. And all this shows is just because you're talented, you're rich, doesn't make you smart. Will is paying for this, and he's the laughing stock of this situation. I'm out. Reality will what, baby?